Judge Stephen. Henry Martin is suing neighbors Jeffrey Clancy and son Jill for an incident. Window incident. Order, Aras. Folks, you may be seated. And here is our judge, Mr. Judge Stephen. Come on, let's see what happens. Mr. Martin, let's start with you. Alright, Your Honor. So, Mr. Martin, you are suing Jeffrey Clancy and his son, Jill. Mr. Clancy? Hello there, Your Honor. Mr. Clancy? Is that young man your son? Yes, he is. How old is he? He is 10 years old, Your Honor. Okay, Mr. Martin, now I'll hear you. Well, Your Honor, this stupid kid jumped out of a window. And now, my property is destroyed. He jumped out of a window, and when he landed on my property and nearly destroyed my car. And I paid $10,000 for that car. And now, thanks to this kid jumping out of his window, my property is destroyed. I got images of the damage. I'd like to see these images, Mr. Martin. Thanks. So, this is your damaged property? It sure is, Your Honor. Okay, little boy. Yes, Your Honor? Mr. Martin says that you jumped out of a window. Is that true? Yes, Your Honor. I did jump out of a window. You see, at my house, this is my house here. This is my house right here. And this is the window. And this is the window. That's exactly where I jumped out from. And as I jumped, I fell right onto his property, and I sort of damaged his car. Yeah, and I was really high. And I jumped out of the window, and I hurt myself really bad. And you see here? You see, this is exactly where I jumped out, and my leg got really scratched and injured. It hurt me really bad when I jumped out. So, yeah. Well, kid, why did you jump out of that window in the first place? Why? Jumping out from far places, it can hurt you really bad. For jumping out of that window, you're an idiot. Idiot? Yeah, you're an idiot. And your father should have been watching you. He should have known you was going to do something like that. Yes, sir. Actually, yes, I did. I did know he was doing something like that. I did know. I absolutely did know. Actually, Your Honor, I allowed him to jump out of the window. He asked me if he could jump out of the window, and I said yes. And so, yeah, I allowed him to jump out of the window. Then you're as big as an idiot as he is. Well, sure, but I just wanted him to, you see, I just want to be a good dad, and I said, I always would let my kids do whatever they want. So yeah, whenever my kids ask me to do something, I'd say yes. I'd never say no to them. Okay, you sir, you are a fool. You are 100% a fool. You're dumb enough to let your kid jump out of a window, almost 100 feet away from the ground, a window. You sir, you are too stupid. You're not mature enough to be a father. You're not mature enough to have a child. You sir, you are absolutely stupid. Absolutely. My gosh. It was totally stupid of you to let your kid jump out of a window 100 feet away from the ground. Man, he could have died. Your son got hurt because of that. And he destroyed someone else's property. Ha ha, I told you you're a dumb person. You, sir, you are responsible. You're an idiot enough to let your kid just jump out of a window. You, sir, you are too stupid. What you did was really dumb. So you pay for the damage. You allowed your son to jump out of a window. That was just. You know, sir, you really shouldn't have children. You're a bad father. You're a really, really bad father. Any kid with you would be dead. Just good and dead. Thanks to you. You're just a terrible dad. And now, big idiot, I suggest you pay for the damage. And if the damage is not paid soon, I will put you in jail and melt down the key. Do I make myself clear? Yes. Kid, there is something wrong with your father. I don't know what's wrong with him, or why was he dumb enough to let you jump out of that window, and why was you dumb enough to actually go through that window? Man, stupid heads. I don't know who's stupider, your dad or you. Well, but there's something wrong with the both of you, other than being such stupid heads, jumping out of windows and allowing your sons to jump out of windows. We're done. Judge him for the plank for the amount of $106. That's all. Step out.